Hmm. All right then. I understand. You, sir, haven't helped us in any specific way. Thank you. And he winks.
Maldrick nods. Just come find me at the Orc Tavern when you're done. And he walks off.
Okay.
Wait, he's going
Alright.
towards the tavern?
The Orc Tavern.
Oh, okay.
Gul'dan spends a few more moments, like, whirling the key around. Well, not whirling it around, but, like, moving in a circle and, like, waving the key around to see which way it points in. Well, see which way it has the least amount of resistance.
Yeah, and he feels he can sort of use it almost like a compass. Or it turns him into a compass, effectively.
Except it doesn't point north.
Because you don't want it to.
Exactly.
Okay. Thanks for that, Dave.
Always there to help, buddy. Always there to help.
Well, no, it's important you said that, because otherwise I might have taken CJ seriously and thought that Coltane had turned into a compass, and that would have been embarrassing.
And specifically the kind of compass that points north. A literal compass as opposed to a figurative one.
Well, compasses also point south, and depending on how you interpret them, they can point any direction.
Oh my god, so confusing!
They're really easy to use. Anyway, so Coltane says to the rest of the group, who is still standing around him, well, you heard the plan, let's get to the Half Moon Inn and have some well-deserved rest.
Yay! I get to see Fruffle and Savannah again.
Rex says, shouldn't we hold some kind of ceremony for Massimo?
We probably should. Massimo would be happy to see the dragon's head, I'm sure of it.
Well, don't you want to do the ceremony after we've rested? I'm still feeling in really awful shape.
So you approach the half moon and find that it is still closed.
Uh-oh.
Right. Nima, maybe you can say hello to your pet. I'm gonna go to Massimo's house and take a rest.
Okay.
Agreed. I'll go with Coltane. And by I mean Corvus and Rect.
Alright, so you guys can, wait, so how many people are packing into Massimo's?
Well, Rect is gonna suggest that his cousin comes with him. Unless his cousin decides that the, dragon armor is more important. Crazy blacksmiths.
Well, he needs some place to do it, right? He's not gonna do it out in the middle of town.
Well, the
I've
inn
been
is
in the
already
middle of
half
town.
destroyed. Maybe they can do it in the inn. It does have a kitchen.
Yep. Let's go. And we can bestow upon the dwarven blacksmith Massimo's house, since there's no one to tell us otherwise.
Alright, so you guys can go off, take your extended rests, and I'll be back in a minute as you guys plan how to commemorate Massimo.
How about a 5-minute vigil and then we leave?
Doug, you should make Winter rest as well.
Okay.
wherever he is.
He was with Massimo.
Alright, I'm thinking we all go to Massimo's grave and we each say something personal.
And I think that we should have a centerpiece of a dragon head, like a candle inside it. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, if only we had a dragon head somewhere.
We do. I'm sure it's hidden in the Half Moon Inn somewhere. Recht is very thoughtful, but I don't think he's very good at organizing things. It's probably hidden somewhere.
Prop.
How about a hyena head?
How about a dragon head is so much more awesome than a hyena head? Also, I think Nima wants to have a discussion with our new companion about whether or not he's interested in having a hyena pet, because I don't think she could bring it back to Winterhaven safely. Meanwhile, while people are resting, Nima's having these very vivid dreams of the Raven Queen and Massimo asking her to give them Rex's head as a centerpiece.
That's an interesting conversation to walk in on.
She was having a dream, not a conversation.
It's a very vivid dream.
Alright, after some well-deserved rest, the Drogans and allies awake in the morning.
So, Coltane says to the dwarven blacksmith, again, charismatically avoiding needing to use his name, he says, "This house belonged to a friend of ours. He died helping us rid the world of evil and to help rescue you. I'm sure he'd be fine if you appropriated it to use as a workshop. Alternatively, there's all kinds of places around town you might be able to get help."
He nods solemnly.
For the moment, the rest of us are off to pay respects to this fallen comrade of ours. Good day. And Coltane walks out. And starts searching for Nima and Winter.
Alright, the Drogans regroup, find each other. What's the plan?
Coltane says, "Let's go find Massimo's grave, and we'll each perform a personal moment of remembrance for him. Everyone can say a little thing."
While they're headed there, Nima goes over to Recht and she says, "I couldn't find where you put the head. I mean, Half Moon Inn is in a bit of a mess, but, like, where did you put it? It was nowhere obvious." I really think that Massimo would like to have it as a centerpiece. And I had the weirdest dream, and I don't think that's a good alternative.
Rick just rolls his eyes.
Rex, this is important!
You know what, Nima? I have a bad feeling that Recht may not have brought the head back here and that he was lying. But I'll let you think on that while I go to say my proper goodbyes to Massimo.
You didn't bring it back?
No, I did not.
Why ever not?
The shit's about to hit the mill.
Rick just shrugs and walks away.
Winter looks at Nima and he says, "That's why the dwarves were supposed to be quarantined."
I see.
Winter
Then walks
nods, angrily
faster.
frowning.
Whistling to himself. Nervously.
So have you finished paying your respects to Massimo?
But we were all gonna say something personal.
No one's saying anything.
We did. Fine. I thought we were still walking there. Coltane stands over Massimo's grave and he says, he bows his head and he kneels down even. He says, "Massimo, you saved my life on more than one occasion. You were a true champion of righteousness in this dark world. I'm gonna miss all the times that monsters attacked you when they could have been hurting me." I remember that time you ran in to save me from that demon blood, and well, you didn't really help, and you nearly killed yourself, and that was cool. You're an inspiration to at least one of us here, because I don't think anyone else is inspired by cool, good stuff like that.
Coltane is wrong.
Wait, like,
Oh, apparently you're laggy.
I think you're good to go, Jen.
Okay. I don't actually know what Coltane said at the end there.
So let's
I
pretend
said-
Nima didn't
I hope you-
understand it.
yeah.
Oh, choppy.
Yeah, Nick is choppy, so why don't you type that out, Nick? Alright, not relevant to what Nima was going to say. Go ahead, Nima.
So Nima sort of butts in afterwards saying, like, Coltane is wrong on that. I definitely appreciated your presence in this world, in this life, and I am certain that the Raven Queen will appreciate your presence now with her. I will somehow do what you wish and what you ask of me. I promise you that. And she sort of bows in respect towards the grave and turns around.
And Dave has just walked away. So does anyone else have any words for Massimo?
Winter says, Massimo, you saved our lives many times. Saved my life. You were noble companion. The only person I've ever met that I didn't want to twin strike. That's saying a lot.
Wow.
And then he stabs 2 arrows into the grave. Like, not figured, like, gently. Symbolically.
I getcha.
Lovingly and tenderly.
Alright, well I guess, Rek doesn't have much to say here. He figures he hauled his corpse, that's good enough. They didn't even type he was going AFK or anything, did he?
Not that I know of.
Alright, so we'll just keep going, and if Rex said anything, we'll just rewind to that scene.
Oh, can I control him while he's not here? And then...
Yes, because
pulls the
Dave didn't
dragon
say he
head
was going
out of his bag. And he says, oh, there it is. Silly me. I thought I dropped it in a well, but I guess I didn't.
How did I miss that?
How big is this bag?
These pockets.
I should find that guy we're asleep with and thank him for giving me his bag.
It's a good thing I didn't get stopped by those guards for carrying this in to the room. Very small room. I didn't check it. Orantor's room, that's the one.
Alright, after paying your respects to Massimo, are you ready to proceed on your quest to rescue Lord Padraig?
I believe so.
Did you say who, Doug?
Padraig's the Rex cousin, right?
Actually, Padraig is Corvus's uncle, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, something like
Right,
that.
so Corvus is a dwarf?
Funny how these things work.
That
Am I
explains
still?
the height.
Do I still sound bad?
Nope, you're good.
Maybe other than the usual.
I'm sure it was just gonna last a few moments. I don't know if you did anything beyond just waiting.
No, there's a computer just totally messed up and I had to restart it.
Gotcha.
It was probably related.
You missed some touching words from Nima and Winter.
Oh man.
An oath, even.
And not of enmity. Enmity or enmity?
Enmity.
N first?
Yes, like
Enmity.
enemy.
So I-
Enmity.
So I got it right the first time?
Assuming you said it right the first time, then yes.
I think so.
Alright. Alright, so presuming Rex does or does not say some words, thereafter, are you ready to continue on your quest?
Nima is. She feels
I think so.
like she has new purpose.
Can Coltane possibly remember what Nima said moments ago? Just a, I don't know, like a general summary of what she said. What kind of oath?
She swore that she would kill Coltain in his sleep for letting Massimo die, by ordering him to go and do the ritual thing.
I didn't even roll a 1 on that wisdom check. Come on, give me a real answer.
Oh wait, can you roll a wisdom check?
Okay, it was like 5 seconds ago.
So maybe it's a perception check then, to see if you heard it.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be personal.
You're so mean. Doesn't matter if I do wisdom or perception, it'll be the same numbers. Alright, Coltain rolls a wisdom check to see if he can remember what Nima said mere moments ago. And he rolls a 20. That means 22. I mean, that means critical remembering.
He remembers Nima's words forever.
I hate you. Alright, so let's continue on with our quest.
Alright, are we gonna head off?
Does Coltain lead the way with his compass
Stone
key?
Yes, the compass key.
Alright, the key leads him to one of the passages to the north, exiting the seven-pillared hall. So you know that the tower isn't inside the town.
That's a relief.
And from there you're led down twisting tunnels. Again, these tunnels are lit by those lanterns or ever-burning torches or whatever they were. But eventually you're led off into a side passage that is not lit, so you'll have to provide your own illumination.
I'm pretty sure I've got something.
I have one last sunrod.
Coltain will use one of his own sunrods in the regular fashion.
So will
Perhaps
Coltain be
for
the
now.
only one with a light source?
Yes, perhaps for now, unless other people have light sources. I don't actually know what Corvus or Rect, or Winter for that matter, are carrying.
So
I can tell
Coltain
you what's
lights
not
the
being
way.
carried.
And eventually you're led to a nondescript part of the wall in this tunnel.
Sorry, which tunnel?
The tunnel in which you were led by the key. The darkened tunnel.
Alright, well this is supposedly special. Perhaps I shall do a perception check to see if there's anything special. Well, I mean, perhaps I shall perceive to see if there's anything special. Can I?
You can try.
I get a 31.
Nima finds nothing special about this nondescript patch of wall.
It doesn't seem to be special.
Coltane pokes it with a key.
As he moves to poke it, rather than feel a solid object, the key sinks in like mud into the wall.
Coltane's first reaction is to go, oh crap.
So as the key locks into place, a keyhole appears on the wall around it. And then light shines through a sudden door crack that appears, framing the door. The door that Nima couldn't see a minute ago, despite her excellent eyesight.
Where did that door come from?
And the door then swings open.
Of its own accord?
Of its own accord, revealing a passage.
Coltane says, man, this magical stuff is cool. Can he take the key out of the door?
You can.
He does so. And then he says, let us continue down this passage.
So it's only wide enough to walk one abreast, so go ahead and set up your marching order. Here, let's move you guys into this corridor so you have room for that. And make north your direction of travel.
Alright, Nima, you go first. I'll be behind you. Rect in the middle. Then Corvus, then Winter.
Sounds good.
No. Yes. No. Rect should be where Corvus is. Corvus should be where Rect is. Yes. Excellent.
So everyone files into this passage?
Absolutely.
We might want to try to be quiet. We don't know what to expect.
Alright. Nima, you take the lead, we'll follow 40 feet behind you. See if you can detect any dangerous traps or secret doors.
So Nima does that. How far is 40 feet? It's 4 squares?
8.
8 squares.
8 squares, okay.
The door then closes behind you.
It's okay, I still got the key.
I hope it works the other way around too. Maybe you should test that.
You just put the other end of the key in.
Actually, on this end, you see a handle.
Oh, alright then.
Yeah, it turns out Paldemar has been trapped here for the past 4 weeks because he couldn't get out of his own tower. Everyone's starving to death.
And that's why he's been missing. No mystery. So Nima takes point, moving ahead of the group.